The Ocean Beach Pier is important to our community because it allows for equal access to the ocean while at the same time serving as an economic driver. Teaching your kids to fish, jumping off the pier as a junior lifeguard, or just watching the sunset, the pier has become an important part of San Diego's identity. But the pier is suffering from damage from storms and 56 years of wear and tear in a harsh marine environment. For this reason, the city is embarking on the Ocean Beach Pier Renewal project. We want to hear from the public about how we can replace the pier with something that is just as right for all San Diego and for Ocean Beach. We'll be reaching out to residents for input through a series of public meetings and through online engagement. So please, get involved and let us know what you would like to see in the Ocean Beach Pier. Now, I'd like to turn it over to James Nagelvort, Director of the City of San Diego's Strategic Capital Projects Department, to talk about why we need to consider the future of the Ocean Beach Pier.
Thank you, Mayor Gloria. I'm here to talk about the Ocean Beach Pier and the results of a condition assessment. Construction of the pier was completed in 1966. Most piers constructed of steel reinforced concrete do not last more than 50 years in an open ocean environment before needing significant repair. Because of corrosion-related damage, this pier required major repairs after only 23 years. There have been successive pier closures over the last several years due to damage and safety concerns, most recently in January of 2023. Since 2016, the city has contracted with the engineering firm Moffitt & Nichols to perform a series of above and below water condition assessments of the pier. I'm going to hand it over to Matthew Martinez, structural engineer with Moffitt & Nichols, to summarize their report.
Thanks, James. In 2016 and 2018, Moffitt & Nichols performed a comprehensive above and below water inspection of the pier. We also extracted concrete for laboratory testing and developed assessments for the pier in its current condition and projected future assessments as to its condition. These evaluations followed by a series of emergency inspections after major storms caused additional damage. Now, the root cause of this damage is related to the corrosion of the internal reinforcing steel as a result of salt penetrating into the concrete. As this damage progresses, it escalates in terms of severity and location. The combination of winter storm wave activity and higher than usual king tides has repeatedly resulted in impact damage to the railings, such as you see behind me. The concrete degradation and the railing damage both contribute to potential threats to public health and safety and have resulted in periodic closures of the pier. The city has made very expensive repairs in the recent past to both the railings and the concrete, but these repairs only forestall the ultimate replacement of the pier as it has reached the end of its economically based service life. The Moffitt & Nichols studies address three possible scenarios. The first is ongoing repairs, as I've just described. The second being complete rehabilitation of the pier, as was done once before in 1989. And the third would be for complete demolition and replacement of the pier. The pier replacement alternative is the most economical because it will allow for an additional 75 years of service life. The replacement option will also allow for the pier deck to be raised to mitigate against potential future sea level rise and minimize the damage from waves.
Thank you, Matthew. The city concurs with the Moffitt & Nichols assessment that the replacement of the pier is the best and most cost-effective long-term solution. Replacement also represents an opportunity to build a new pier to serve the needs of San Diego's residents well into the 21st century while honoring the legacy of the pier and its service to the community. The city has contracted with Moffitt & Nichols to help the city develop a design for a new pier based on the community's input. The process will also include an analysis of cost, environmental impact, historical significance, and other issues. The community has an opportunity to participate in this process at the very beginning before any decisions have been made. As the mayor said, We will be holding public meetings and using other means to gather public input on the pier. For a schedule of the project and information about how to provide input, visit www.obpierrenewal.com.